Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have the great cowboy himself, Bob Steele, in a double feature. First up is Doomed at Sundown. Dave Austin, played by Bob Steele, is the son of the sheriff. When his father is killed, Dave takes up his father's badge and starts searching for the man who killed him. We follow that by the Kid Ranger. Ranger Ray, Bob Steele, plans to marry stage drive Billy Mason's daughter, Mary. Unknown to Mary, Mason had to kill her father 20 years earlier when he was a sheriff. So here we go. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back.
Telling you the time has come when Dave Austin has got to be stopped.
Where was you, Jack?
You're right, Jack.
Now's the time to act.
Dave Austin's on the loose again. Come on.
Austin's pulled his last job. We'll settle him.
Around him. Head him off! Well, what do you got to say for yourself, Austin?
From the looks of things, talking won't do me much good.
You'll talk all right. Blindfold him. We're taking him to the cave. Say, what's this all about?
Dave Austin, if you ever wish to leave here, you will answer all questions freely and fully. Savvy? Did you or did you not murder the man found last night in the back room of the Palace Bar?
I did not.
Sit down. You admit the man was dead?
No, I don't. And furthermore, if that's why
Yes or no is all that's wanted from you. This is your last warning. Did you or did you not, on the night of the 13th, take 2 horses from Joe's livery stable?
Yes, I did. But I can explain that when...
Shut up. Didn't you substitute for those horses 2 bucking cayuses that threw their owners into a watering trough?
Yes, sir.
And on the afternoon of the 14th, didn't you loosen the cinches on all the horses hitched in front of the palace?
Yes, sir.
And on the next day, do you admit you introduced a beef critter into the living room of Miss Lizzie Perkins? Yes or no?
Sure.
Gentlemen, Dave Austin stands before us, convicted by his own words, guilty as sin. It therefore seems we have enough on him to be sure he'll be a loyal and faithful member of this band. All in favor of accepting him to membership in the ancient order of Mavericks, say aye.
Aye.
Contrary-minded? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of this order?
I'd kind of like to know what they are first.
Do you solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of this order?
All right. I'll swear.
It is so ordered. From now on, your mischief-making days are over. Take him, boys!
Come on, get him down through there. Come on, let him go on through there. Bring him on. Come on, let him through. Come on, get him on through there. Get on through there. Dave! Dave Austin!
Dave, your dad's hurt and wants to see you. Yeah. Quit clowning. I'm a member now.
But I mean it. He's been stabbed. He may be dying.
All right, all right. Save that one for the next guy.
But it's straight, Dave. I wouldn't joke about a thing like that.
Where is he?
In his office. You better hurry.
Dad. Dad. Who did it?
Didn't he say anything?
Yes, he said something about a man that throws a knife with his left hand.
Well, that's something to go on. Why aren't you out looking for him?
Me and what army? That killer was one of the gang that hangs out at Sprague's Cantina.
Then you know where to go?
Yeah, and I know how I'd come back. They warned your dad to stay out of that district. That's the answer.
You give me the authority to wear this badge. And I'll bring back the man who did it, wherever he is.
I know how you feel, Dave, but the toughest gang on the border hangs out at Sprague's Cantina. And no law officer in the world could go in there and come out alive.
That's my business. All I want is the right to wear this badge.
That probably could be arranged, but I'd hate to see you do it.
You would rather see my dad give his life to uphold the law and do nothing about it.
No, Dave, but I'd hate to see you throw your life away.
I'm right fond of my life,
And no one's going to take it away from me without a whale of an argument.
We're with you in this, Dave. Just say the word.
This is my job alone. I know where to go and who to look for. If I need any help, you'll hear from me.
That's a crazy thing for him to do.
I sure admire a man that's as crazy as that.
Oh, Butch, I'm glad to see you all back this time.
Well, there's nobody to stop us from coming back, you fat old wallers. Say, you're ready for the market right now. Let him ride with us a couple of times. That'll take the fat off of him.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I don't mind it.
Huh? Hey, where you going? Come back over here. Hey, cut it off. What do you want, man? Get down there. Drop it off.
Hello, Butch.
Hello, Jim.
Everything all right?
Sure. We sold our herd for a fine price across the line. And we brought another herd back with us from over there.
I told you not to touch anything the other side of the border. That's our market. We need their goodwill. Now, I'm warning you, guys.
Stop that wagon! Stop it!
Now, you take that herd back to where it belongs.
Hatfield, I worked like a dog getting them across the line, and we're not taking them back. Who do you think you are?
I'm the man who gives orders. And if you're smart, you'll be the one who takes them.
That was a dirty trick. You'll pay for that someday. Hatfield never pays for nothing.
Here, the boss? Looks like someone I've seen before.
Now, don't prove anything.
What'll you have?
Right now, I crave some food and lots of it. I've had a long, hard ride and no time to eat. After that, I might bed down with you for a spell.
Yes, sir. See what you can find out.
I've heard this is a good place to rest if a fellow's not having too much public attention.
It's very quiet here. The public don't bother us. I'll see that you're taken care of.
Hello, son. Hello, Father. Come on, sit down. I want to talk to you. Where you been? On business. What kind of business? You think I'm a child? Must I run to you and ask, can I do this, can I do that? No. Decide for myself. You're young and foolish. You think it great to be a wild, swaggering bandit, don't you? But it isn't, son. Believe me, it isn't. Save it till later, will you? This is a good business, and I've built it for you. All our family have been tavern keepers, and it should be the life for you. A good life. Forget it, Pop. Get me some food, will you? These bandits, you think so great, will die someday by a bullet, knife, or a rope. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but someday, sure. I'll go to the kitchen and get something.
What does a fella have to do around here to get something to eat?
I ain't never seen you before.
I never saw you before either. But I'm not complaining about it.
Don't get funny. When a stranger shows up here, he declares himself.
I declare myself in only one way.
Yeah? What's that?
In smoke.
Oh. Tough hombre, huh?
Me tough? Where I come from, they call me a tenderfoot.
Hey, listen, fella. I don't like fooling.
Who said I was fooling?
Take it easy, Butch. You keep out of it, Hatfield. You know it ain't good to ride a horse with too tight a rein.
That depends on who's doing the riding. Pretty fast, aren't you?
That all depends upon what you call fast.
Pretty bad medicine to have for an enemy.
I can take care of myself.
Why don't you give the games a whirl? This might be your lucky night.
It might be. There seems to be a conspiracy around here to keep me from eating. Can you help me? What are you doing in a place like this?
Don't you see?
I see a lot more than you think.
Well, what would you like to eat?
That's good.
Well, the chili's nice.
That'll do. And some coffee.
Say, Butch, how do you hit Snake Canyon that you were talking about? Look, give me a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll draw you a map. You're so helpless you get lost in your own backyard. There.
Why don't you let me help you?
What makes you think I need help?
I don't think it, I know it.
Hello, honey bunch.
Let me go.
Here, wait a minute. I know you don't. You got to pay for it.
Get away
back
from
here.
me.
No, give me a kiss. I just need a kiss. Well,
You shouldn't have to put up with that kind of stuff. Who are you? Don't you think you can trust me?
My name's Jean Williams. My brother Don and I stopped here one night. He was on his way to buy some cattle and was carrying a lot of money. Several $1,000s in traveler's checks. There was a fight that night in the gambling room, and they told me a man had been shot and that Don did it. They were going to lynch him, but Mr. Hatfield helped him escape.
Why didn't you go with him?
I wanted to, but they told me I'd better stay here until Don was safe and could send for me. But that's been over a week ago, and I haven't heard a word. I had to stay on here so Don would know where to reach me. Mr. Hatfield was kind enough to get me this job. But I'm terribly worried about my brother.
Did anyone know your brother had this money?
Yes. He asked the proprietor, Mr. Sprague, to cash one of the checks.
That was a warning. Find your women in the cantina or in the kitchen and leave her alone.
You seem pretty good at tossing a knife.
I never miss, except when I want it.
I'd like to see just how good you really are.
You mightn't like it if you found out. How is he any better than I am? You won't stand and talk with me?
You haven't any right to question what I do. Whom I talk to is my own affair.
I guess that lets you know where to head in.
She'll change her tune before long. You'd better mind your own business.
Sure. I'll mind my own business, all right.
Going round and round, nobody knows. Going around and round. 21 on the red. Too bad, Butch. And number 9 on the red.
What's the matter, Butch? No luck? What's luck got to do with it? We're suckers. Risking our lives on the job, then losing all we make, just like that. Yeah? Just what do you figure to do about it? Don't push me too hard, Hatfield. Or what? You'll find out. Feel lucky? Lucky, but not foolish. Meaning?
I've got an idea it'd take more than luck to beat that game.
Always joking, aren't you? Now, don't let your sense of humor run away with your common sense.
Davy thinks he's going to get that money from Williams. Even I couldn't do that.
Him and Hatfield are sure hot for that bankroll, all right.
Well, who wouldn't be? I thought there was a chance I'd go with him. But there's no use worrying about it. I got Jake and Pete on guard out there.
Don't you reckon you better trail along anyway?
If I did, who'd watch Hatfield?
That stranger that was here last night, where is he? Outside.
You fellas up that big escape again, I'll skin you alive. I'll never serve pork again as long as I live. I'll take him to the barn.
Are you sure there's been no word from my brother?
Sorry, but there hasn't been a line. Perhaps the law is so close on his heels that he's afraid to stop.
Boss says he's through being gentle with you. Sign these checks.
Why don't you sign them yourself? You stole them.
I don't happen to be handy enough with a pen.
It's too bad. You've stolen $12,000 and it isn't worth a nickel to you.
Well, maybe it was a coyote.
Yeah, maybe not. Look.
That looks like we lost him.
You scout around here and I'll go back and see if I can pick up his trail.
Right.
I'm not signing these checks and you can't make me.
We can and will.
Hey, what do you suppose my sister's going to do when I don't get back? She'll go to the law, and then where'll you be?
Don't worry about your sister going to the law, because she thinks the law's coming for you. For murder.
Murder? Why, I never killed anybody.
Sure you didn't. But how are you going to prove it? Well, even your sister thinks you did it. Don't forget, your sister's still with us. That you, Pete?
You're Don Williams, aren't you?
Yeah, who are you?
Never mind that. If you want to get out of here, step lively. Take this.
I sure want to thank you. But what do we do now?
We've got plenty to do.
I'm kind of worried about my sister back at the cantina. Let's get back there.
She's a lot safer there than you'd be. Now, you listen to me, and we'll come out of this on top. Now, here's what I want you to do.
Where's my horse?
How do I know?
Where have you been?
Jake and me saw somebody and went after him.
You catch him?
No.
Where's Jake?
Still looking, I guess.
You better take me back to the cantina.
And what about Williams?
He's not in there. And the sooner we get back and report, the better off we're going to be.
Maybe you're right.
It's me, Carlotta. The man you asked about this morning, he's here.
Where is he?
In his room.
Thank you, Carlotta.
I'll find him if it takes the rest of my life.
This is Sprague.
Huh?
Mr. Sprague,
What do you want? What?
where's Mr. Hatfield?
Hatfield? Oh, he's in there.
Mr. Hatfield,
Don't come stampeding in here like that.
that stranger, he's a sheriff.
You sure?
Yes, I saw his badge. He must be after my brother.
Yeah, I guess he is. But don't worry. He's the same as being an ex-sheriff right now.
I know. He's after my son, Dante.
Stop fluttering like an old hen. Dig up all the boys and send them in here.
Do you want me to handle Mr. Sheriff for you?
No. This is one sheriff that I want to entertain for a while.
Okay. I wanted to see you.
Yes, I expect you did, Mr. Sheriff.
Get in there. What do you mean, Sheriff?
It was contemptible of you, pretending to be my friend, so I'd betray my brother to you.
No one has to betray your brother. I know where he is. It was all a frame-up to get his money. There wasn't any murder. I found where they were holding him and took him to a safe place. Then I came back for you. What's contemptible about that? What's the matter?
I told Hatfield you were a sheriff because I thought you were after Don. He's going to kill you.
That does sort of spill the beans. I wasn't ready to show my hand yet.
Now get this, boys. All you've got to do is to follow my lead.
Don't worry about me anymore. I don't deserve it.
No one can blame you for fighting to protect your brother.
But I've put you in terrible danger. You haven't a chance.
There's always a chance when you can outthink the other fellow.
But you
I'll
don't...
try and get you out of here before something happens. Hatfield evidently isn't wasting any time. He's probably got guards posted all around the place. It's not going to be very easy to get you out of here.
Well, our stranger turned out to be a sheriff. And he's after you. What a pal. You'd throw me to the wolves in a minute, wouldn't you?
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm with you in this.
Yeah, I reckon we'll hang together.
What do you mean to do?
Keep him covered every minute and follow my lead.
I'm going to take a long chance. You stay here, but be ready to ride.
Well, what is it? What are you going to do?
I'm going to get you out of here. What do you think has happened to Don Williams and his bankroll, sucker?
Come on in, Austin. I've been expecting you. Sit down.
So you know me, eh?
I knew you all the time.
Then what were you waiting for?
My waiting days are over. You're the one doing the waiting now.
For what?
To die. Sometime between now and sundown, you're going to get it. But you won't know where or how.
In the back, most likely.
Until then, enjoy yourself. Go anywhere you please, only don't go too far away. And if my friends seem so interested in your movements as to embarrass you, why, it's only because of their loyalty to me.
In other words, have a big time while I live.
Exactly.
Why all the dramatics?
I sat in jail once waiting to be hung. I would have been too, but I escaped. Since then, I've always wanted to see if a lawman could take his own medicine. Sheriff who put me there was too impatient. He wouldn't wait.
Well, you stuck a knife in him.
He won't go into that now. But I'll lay you a bet, Austin, 2-1, that you'll crack under the strain.
You'll lose, Hatfield. Just like you've lost Don Williams.
What do you know about him?
I know he's got $12,000. I also know that you want it. And what's more, you're never going to get it.
And why not?
You were too busy watching me to see something crooked in your own backyard.
Well, I'll bite. Where is Williams?
I'm just a guest here. How could I know?
Well, it won't take me long to find out. But I'm betting that Williams is right where I left him.
No, he isn't. He's gone. I was talking about the money, like you said. I heard a noise and I went to investigate. Somebody came from behind, knocked me out. Who? Who could it have been? Two of Butcher's guards were outside.
Something funny going on out of the cave. Meaning what? Dante was there and somebody else, too. Jake and me chased this other hombre, leaving Dante alone. He come out of the cave acting like he'd knifed somebody and tells me Williams is gone.
He's up to something, all right.
Williams has gone from the cave.
Dirty double crosses. Men, come on.
Want to see me, Butch? Maybe you've got a little explaining to do.
You'll do all the explaining.
Get a horse and get out of here. Not that way. Out the back. I reckon you know I want you, Hatfield.
So did your father. And you know what happened to him? Pete, stay here. The rest of you men come with me. What's Hatfield?
He's in his room fighting with the sheriff.
Come on, then. Open up, Hatfield. We want you.
I reckon we're both on the spot, Hatfield.
Up to that door, boy.
They're coming. They'll kill you. Take my horse.
I came for him, and I'm not leaving without him.
You? What do you want? We want Hatfield. I want him more than you do, and I've got him. All right. Come on, boys. Rush him.
It's gone.
After a minute.
Oh, God, I'm so glad you're safe.
How are you, honey?
Well, that's that. Who's this hombre?
He's the man who killed Dad.
Well, at least you left enough of them to hang.
I made sure of that.
Don't you think you better save some of this for Austin? He deserves it more than I do.
You timed it just right, Don.
Come on, we better take care of this fella. Look. Come on.
Hey, Doc, you're lower than a snake belly little varmint. I'm still looking for you. I'm at Monster Fest. And I'll tell you what, you're not here, but I know you're close. So, while I'm looking for him, you all go back to the movie. And Don, I know what Kimosabi means in Irish now. I won't forget.
We better split. Meet me at the shack in the morning. Right.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Daddy.
And sleep tight. Tomorrow we are going for a long, long ride.
Where to, Daddy?
Oh, to a place where there are lots of pretty lights and a nice new home to live in. So you just close your little eyes before the Sandman comes.
Don't draw, Ben. No gunplay between you and me.
You're not taking me, Bill. This money means more to me
More than our friendship, Ben.
Yes, Bill. More than...
I'm sorry, Ben.
It was all my fault. I never did anything like this before.
Why, I know that, Ben. Why did you draw on me?
It was a long chance, and I took it. A chance to take Mary, my baby, away from here and raise her among decent, respectable people like her mother was.
Baby? What? Why, I didn't know you had a kid, Ben.
Sure. The mother died 3 years ago when Mary was born. It just seems, Bill, I couldn't get along without her. Couldn't get any work. Lost job after job.
Now, take it easy, Ben. I'm going to get you to a doctor.
Too late. It makes no use. I'll be with her soon, Bill. Don't let the kid know about this. See that she's taken care of. Promise me, Bill.
I promise you, Ben.
I want my daddy. Where's my daddy?
Your daddy has gone on a long, long journey. And he wanted you to go away with me in the morning.
Isn't he ever coming back?
Oh. You'll see him again someday. Now, close those little eyes. Be a good little girl and go to sleep. That's it. Sleepy.
I want my daddy.
strange thing. I don't mean to tell on the kid.
Hello, boys.
Hello, Bill.
How are you?
Gentlemen, I've come to ask you to accept my resignation.
Your resignation?
We ain't going to ask Bill.
Bill, you're taking this too much to heart. You were only doing your duty. If you hadn't killed him, why, he would have killed you.
I know. That's all right, Tom, but... You know, this pretty tough game, this sheriff business. When duty makes it necessary for a man to kill his friends and rob children of their fathers, I guess I've had enough of it. Oh, I realize that law and order must be upheld, but I think you better get somebody else to do it. I'm through with guns forever.
But the kid, how about her?
I've made arrangements to adopt her legally. From now on, I am her father. She must never know. That's why I'm leaving this part of the country for good.
You're sorry you feel this way about it, Bill. We'll sure miss you. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Same to you, Tom. And you, boys. Goodbye.
Sorry to see you.
Goodbye, Bill. Here you go, Bill.
Well, Bill.
I'm sorry you're leaving.
Yeah. I imagine so. You know, Brent, I believe you were with Brokaw last night.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't forget, there'll be another man take my place here, and my advice to you is keep out of trouble.
Thanks, Bill. Maybe we'll be meeting again sometime.
I hope not. Well, waiting for Ray, Mary?
Yes, Dad. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just going down to the express office for a while. It won't be long.
You boys stay here. I'll round up Mason. You say he's still driving a stage?
Well, that's what the boys claim.
If he is, it's a cinch.
I don't know how you figure. You said he used to be plenty tough.
That's right. He used to be. But he hasn't handled a gun in years. And besides, I can just about make him do anything I want him to.
Well, sounds interesting. You go locate him and we'll wait here.
You better follow me into town in about a half an hour, Joe.
All right.
I've been waiting for you all day.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, Mary, and I can only stay a little while. Dad sent word that he wants to see me. Said it was important.
How's your dad, Ray?
He's getting along fine, Mary. As soon as Dad gets out of the hospital, let's look around for a little ranch somewhere.
I've been thinking it all over, Ray. I just couldn't leave Dad right now.
Why, no one wants you to. We're going to take him right along with us. You know, Mary, your dad is the best friend I have.
He thinks a lot of you, too, Ray. But he worries about your being a ranger. Thinks it's too dangerous for a married man.
Well, I'm only taking Dad's place until he's able to ride again.
Hello, Bill.
Dave Brent.
Long time no see. How's the world been using you?
What are you doing here, Brent?
Oh, me and some friends just drifted up from the border. I hear you're driving a stage.
Yeah? I haven't any time to talk to you now. I must be going.
I've come a long ways to see you, Bill. I'll walk a ways with you. I've got something mighty important I want to talk to you about. Come on, let's get out of town. Say, what about Brokaw's daughter?
You mean my daughter?
Yeah, that's right. Your daughter. She must be quite a young lady by now.
What's on your mind, Brent? Come on.
I understand you're driving the stage tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. I only take the stage out about twice a week. Alternate with another driver so his family can at least eat.
You always were kind-hearted, Bill. Now then, listen and get this. There's $50,000 on that stage tomorrow.
Oh, so that's it, eh?
And you're helping us to get it.
I'll see that you don't get it.
Now then, you wouldn't want your daughter to know who she really is? That you're the man that killed her father? And that he was an outlaw?
You wouldn't dare to tell her. Why, it would ruin her life and mine.
You'll do just as I tell you, Mason, or she'll know everything. Don't think that I've kept track of you all these years for nothing. You did me out of a pretty bankroll when you killed Brokaw, and now you're going to pay it back.
Oh, so you were in on that job too, eh?
Right. Well, Bill, what's it going to be?
What do you want me to do?
You'll stop the stage and tell the driver that you've got a tip that Lobo and his gang is waiting for him ahead. Suggest that he give you the money. Knowing you to be an honest man, he'll give you the dough. After he leaves, we'll take charge of it. And you can tell the express office that Lobo caught up with you before you got to town. You see, if you don't do this, Bill, we'll have to shoot the driver and the guard. So you'll be saving their lives. And yours, too. Now then, I'm going to be your guest for the night. One false move, one word of warning, and the girl will know everything. Besides, you'll be joining Brokaw.
If I go through with this, Mary will never know?
That's right, Bill. She'll never know. You'll be watching Mason's house tonight, Joe. Tell the boys that everything is fixed. I'll see you in the morning.
Right.
All right, Mason.
Will you be over for dinner tonight?
I don't think I'll be able to make it for dinner, Mary, but I'll be over later.
All right.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Brent. He's going to stop with us tonight.
How do you do?
It's a real pleasure to know you, Miss Mason. I first saw you when you was about 3 years old.
Really?
Yes. Your father and I are old friends.
I'll take your hat, Brent.
Excuse me, please.
Sit down.
Mighty pretty girl.
A mighty fine girl.
Hello, Dad.
Hi, son.
How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good.
The boy sent word you wanted to see me.
Yes. There's 50,000 going out on the stage tomorrow. Now, you know all the boys are down on the border. I'd feel safer if you rode with it to Springdale.
Sure. I'll ride the upper trail. Who's driving?
Jake. Nobody knows this money's going out, so I don't look for any trouble. There won't be any guard along. They think that'll throw off all suspicion of a money shipment.
That's not a bad idea. What time does the stage pull out tomorrow?
The usual time, about 9 o'clock.
Fine. I'll take care of everything, Dad. Say, Dad. What would you say if I got married?
To marry, eh? I've kind of suspected this for some time. Well, she's a mighty fine girl. By the way, the boys have been talking about having a sheriff for this end of the county. Now, you know, I've been covering a lot of territory. The sheriff would be a big help to me. I had Mary's father, Bill, in mind for the job, and the boys seem to think that he was just the man.
Gee, that'd sure be great.
Now, mind, don't you say anything to Bill about this.
Don't worry. I won't say a word to anybody.
That was a mighty fine meal, Miss Mason.
I'm glad you liked it. That's Ray. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
Oh, that's quite all right. Just an old acquaintance of Dad's.
Hello, Ray.
Hello, Bill.
Mr. Brent, I want you to meet Ray Burton.
How are you, Burton?
How do you do?
Ray is the son of Jim Burton, head of the Rangers.
Oh, yeah? I've heard about that father of yours. He's made it pretty tough for a lot of the outlaws in this country. Is he here now?
He's laid up for the time being. However, the doctor says he'll be up and around in a few weeks.
Well, I'm right sorry to hear that. I guess his riders are taking care of things, though.
They're all down on the border, on the trail of El Lobo.
El Lobo? I don't think I ever heard of him. Where does he operate?
Between here and the border. His gang is responsible for my dad being wounded. But the boys will run him down.
Yeah. They always get their man.
Come on, Ray. We'll visit in the kitchen. You'll excuse us, please?
Oh, certainly, dear.
The Rangers kid, eh? It's a lucky thing I'm staying here tonight. What a swell chance you'd have to spill everything.
But who is he? Where did he come from?
I don't know. He came home with Dad. I'm almost afraid of him. He won't take his eyes off of me.
How is it, Mary? Your dad never carries a gun.
I've never been able to find out. I've asked him many times, but he always avoids answering me. I've the gun you gave me in my room, and I'll lock the door.
Well, I'd better be running along, but I'll be over the first thing in the morning.
Don't worry. Everything will be all right. Dad said Brent was leaving town tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Ray gone home?
Yes, Dad. He has to get up early. What time do you want breakfast?
Oh, don't you bother about that, Mary. Brent and I will get breakfast in town.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, my dear.
Good night.
Good night.
And you'd ruin the life of a lovely girl like that.
That's entirely up to you, Mason.
Good morning, Mary. How is your visitor behaving?
Haven't seen him. He and Dad left real early.
I wonder who he is and what it's all about.
I don't know, but Dad seemed terribly worried.
Well, I have to hurry back. I'm riding with the stage today. I'll see you later.
Goodbye. Be careful.
I will.
Why the disguise, Mason?
In case of trouble, I don't care to be recognized.
Get ready, men. Here she comes.
Hello, Bill. What are you doing here in that outfit?
Jake, we're covered from ambush. Give me the money quick. It means our lives.
I get you.
Let it go. Mason's got the money all right. Brent's with him. He'll take care of the kid. I reckon we better head back for the wash. Brent said he'd meet us there in case of trouble. Come on.
Steele.
You've killed him.
I didn't know. Those clothes. Oh, Bill.
What happened? Why did you do this?
I can't understand it, Mary. Brent and his gang held up the stage. I opened fire and followed 2 men here. I didn't know.
Dad was probably trying to save the money.
That must have been it. There may still be a chance, Mary. I'm going for a doctor.
Dad!
It's all right. It's all right, Mary. Just a crease. Get me a little water.
You're to blame for this.
Not me, miss. You can blame that fool ranger kid. He did this.
No. No. Ray isn't to blame, Mary. He thought that... He didn't know it. He didn't know it was me.
Ray's gone for a doctor, Dad. I'll get a bandage.
Thank you, Mary. Hey, help me up here, will you? Brent, I'm still pretty wobbly. A little dizzy.
That was a close call, Mason.
Yeah.
Where's the money?
Don't worry. I've got it. But listen, you've got to get out of here right now. That kid and the stage driver both know they're mixed up in this. The kid's going after a posse to round us all up. You'll never be able to explain without telling her the truth. You'd better both come with us.
You're right, Brent. You're right. And go and saddle the 2 horses in the corral. Mary. Never mind that now, Mary. Listen. This man, Brent, is the leader of a gang of bandits. They got the money from the stage. Our only chance to get it back is to go away with them.
But, Dad, I'm afraid of Brent.
Don't worry about him. I'll watch him.
But, Ray.
We'll leave him a note.
All right, Dad. Anything you say.
All right.
He's gone, Doc. Explain to Dad that the stage was held up and I'm following the outlaw's trail. I might not be back for some time.
All right, Ray.
La sorpresa de esta noche es el baile gitanés, bailado por la famosa pareja Paul y Pauline.
Now listen, Brent. When are we going to split that dough?
Now, don't be a fool, Joe. All that money is in $1,000 bills. We can't get rid of it here. Every banker on the border will be looking for it. Wait till we get into Mexico.
Oh, when are we going? What about Mason?
I'll take care of Mason. It's not him I'm interested in.
The girl, huh?
Maybe.
I think you'll find that all the boys are figuring the same way.
Well, you tell the boys if they expect any of that money to lay off. And that goes for you, too. And it won't do them any good to bump me off, because I'm the only one that knows where that money is hidden. Well, speaking of girls, I feel a dance coming on. Don't move, hombre. Unbuckle that belt.
All right, hombre. Get going.
Give me 2.
And 3.
Same here.
Deal them up.
As soon as I locate the money, we're getting out of here. Keep your eye on Brent.
Okay.
Listen, Joe, we've got to get out of here right now. You know, I've been thinking. Maybe just you and I could use that money.
That's the best idea you ever had. But what about the boys?
I've got that all figured out. I've got a box of dynamite planted just on the inside entrance of the cave. We can fire at it from the outside here. That'll collapse the entire wall. I guess that'll take care of the boys.
I got you. But what about the girl, Mason?
The girl's going along with us. And Bill, we're going to send on a nice long ride. Now listen. Now then, you be ready with a rope. I'll bring him out here.
Right.
1.
I want to see you a minute, Bill.
How about a hot cup of coffee, kid?
You're taking your last ride, Bill. A pleasant journey to you. Say hello to Brokaw for me.
Where's Dad?
He just left. We're to meet him at the old shack yonder. You two get mounted and we'll be on our way.
Thanks, Ray. It's just in time. I reckon Brent's responsible for that. Right you are, son. We've got no time to lose. They've got Mary.
Take this gun. I know you've never carried a gun, Bill, but Mary's life might depend on it. Now raise your right hand.
Huh?
I'm deputizing you as a ranger.
You might be needing this, Joe.
It's that kid ranger. And Bill. Come on.
You draw their fire. I'll circle around.
Get back in that corner and stay there.
Don't worry, Joe. They'll never take us with a girl here.
All right, Emery. Reach high.
showdown, Brent. Draw.
Fair enough. Mason.
But, Dad, have you seen him, Ray?
He's all right, Mary. I just left him. All right, you. Get going.
You know, Ray, those fellows were nearly gone when we got them out of that cave.
They sure had a close call.
Wonder what's happened.
The whole town's looking for you, Bill.
Whole town? Looking for me? What for? Oh, hello, Jim. Congratulations, Mason. Congratulations. Look, what's the meaning of all this noise, Jim? You better go out and make them a speech. They've just elected you sheriff.
We've known it all day, Dad.
Elected me sheriff? Me?
That's right, Bill. Congratulations. You better get out there.
They're waiting for you. Wait.
Back already. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Hope you enjoyed Bob Steele double feature today. We'll have more. I really just like wearing a cowboy hat, so we're going to have more cowboy shows out there. So tune in next week for another show, and if you can, go to YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Hit like and subscribe, and you'll never miss one of my shows. So good night, folks.